Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a very cold, very wet, and frozen Happy Harvest Homestead this morning. Today, I thought it'd be a cool idea to take you along as we go through this next few days of our most recent ice storm and document how I care for all the animals during an ice storm. We've had a couple before this year. That door just closed. But we're having another one now, so I thought documenting it would be kind of cool. Oh, I can hear the trees. They're blowing, and there's like ice all on them, and there's like ice on the branches, and so it's like crackling like with ice on the trees. It sounds so weird, but kind of cool. Okay, this door needs to stay open. There we go. I must apologize in advance for the poor lighting for this next bit. We're going to be milking Penny. It's 8 o'clock, so we need to start with that. Oh, this is frozen. Hopefully it opens. Oh no, hopefully it opens. So it rained all yesterday, and then the rain like seeped into the cracks, and now it froze. So like, okay. Oh, phew. That was scary for a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't open that easily. Hi, Penny. You ready to go out? Let me get your leash. Okay. No, stay still. Stay still. There we go. Clip on your leash. Let's go. And then she has the routine pretty much down. Jump up. All the way. There you go. Good girl. Okay, just finished milking. Thank you, Penny, for your contribution to this homestead. Come on. Let's go. Thank you. Good girl. Back to the barn. Because it's cold and icy, we're not putting them out in the garden. They're just gonna all stay in the barn for the next couple days. They're not gonna like it that much, but hey, stay still. I know I usually have two hands, but today I just have one. There we go. Did you choke on your grain? I'm sorry. No, I don't have any treats, just head scratches. Just head scratches, no treats, sorry. What makes this really cold weather really worse is that yesterday it was literally 62 degrees and sunny. There was a warm wind blowing. I was out weeding the garden a whole bunch. It was amazing. And then it started raining in the afternoon, and it was 50 degrees like all through the afternoon and evening last night. It was like in the 50s. There was this nice warm rain. So we got like spoiled by this really awesome weather. And now we're back to freezing cold. So it's like we got a taste of the good stuff before going back to the bad stuff, instead of just having constant bad stuff. So that makes it even worse, in my opinion at least. Okay, the milk is now strained and in the fridge. Let's continue on with the rest of animal chores. Milking is a time-sensitive one. I have to do it regularly at the same time every day. But the rest of the stuff isn't that time sensitive, though it is nice to get it out of the way first thing in the morning. Hi, Angoras! You ready to do some good stuff? Is your water frozen? Let's see, is it frozen or just slushy? Come on, come on! Ugh. Sometimes you can like break it if it's thin enough. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then it looks like just a light layer of ice. I'll just break that for you. There you go. And then your food looks kind of like it got wet, so I'll wash this out. Then I'll just leave this open temporarily. Did this blow in the wrong way? If I could like, no, I don't think I can move it back. It's frozen. Sometimes this flap, it's supposed to go over here, but sometimes it blows away. But it's not looking like I can put it back. So you're just gonna have to live with it like that. I'm sorry. Come on. Please. There we go. Thank you. And how's your water? It's more slush as well. Maybe I'll top off both their waters since they're not completely full. And your food bowl needs to be rinsed out as well. Okay. Okay, Sylvan, your water. Just a little bit. Jolty. Water, a lot bit. There we go. That's good. Those trees are still crackling. It sounds so scary and beautiful and cool. Very strange. It's like all crackly. I love it so much. Just finished rinsing out the Angora food bowls. Thankfully, our water spigot is not frozen. Even when it gets really cold, it rarely freezes over. So now we're going to put the food in. Okay, both food bowls are full. Let's go give them to the bunnies. They always look forward to being fed. You ready? Ready for your food? We'll have to place this bowl special so that it doesn't get wet way back there. There we go. Then Sylvan, for you. There you go. Then we'll close your doors. Thankfully, closing them after you break the ice is much easier than opening them. And oh my gosh, they're getting so fluffy. I'm used to seeing them through the whole summer being all shaved down and looking like little aliens. But now they're getting fluffy again and it's so nice to see. Are you going to smell your food or eat it? Because you should just eat it, not have to smell it, but okay. Then let's do the tractor next, since we're close by. Hi boys. Okay, this is frozen. Oh, that was very... Did you hear that huge cracking? It's like frozen in place. And then this rope broke. So, but I haven't got a chance to replace it, so I just use these things. There we go. Moved over to fresh ground. Then even though everything's frozen, they usually seem to still eat like stuff from it. Eating, I guess, frozen vegetables are better than nothing, huh? Okay, so these are frozen. Oh my gosh, I hate having tractors in the cold weather. This entire, oh, maybe that'll fix it. This entire, oh! Come on. Come on. Okay. Then, I'm just trying to get to their water. They still have plenty of hay. They have new fresh grass. I just want to get their frozen water out. Okay, so sometimes I find putting my face close and breathing on this helps. So let me try that. He's trying to chew my hat through the bars. Just leave me alone, boo. I'm trying to help you. Let's see if 2 breaths worked. No. Okay. Okay. No, I'm gonna have to go inside and get some hot water. Okay, let's see how all this works. Moment of truth. Oh my gosh, that was so easy. Hooray! Got water. And now we have a whole bunch of warm water to even break the ice if we need to. So it's more like mush ice than like really hard ice. Okay. Now that I used water to unfreeze it, it's gonna freeze right back up again. So I might just have to bring hot water out every time I do their chores twice a day. So we'll have to see. Hope maybe it won't be like that though. I don't know. Almost there. There you go. Thank you. There you go. Good rabbits. Then usually after I finish the outside of the barn animal chores, I'll do the inside of the barn animal chores and not do the chickens because another family member has taken over chicken chores for me. But this family member has asked me to do their chicken chores for a little bit. So I'm going to do the chickens this morning even though I usually don't. And I'll take along for that too, I guess. Okay, your water. It's frozen. I'll just add some more on top. Oh wait. Since it's on a slope, might as well make it so that the frozen water is not blocking. There we go. Look who we found in the middle of a cat nap. Oh, his eyes are open. But still, he looks super cute. Hi, Scruffy. Good morning. Okay, let's see how I can do this one-handed. I use my foot to hold the bottom. There, okay. So there's their food. And then our homemade whole grain feed mix usually has corn in it too. But when we ordered corn, they ran out of like whole corn, so we had to get like ground up corn. So instead of putting it in the feeder with the rest of the grain, we mix it into a little mash in this bowl. We'll have to see how that goes with all the wet and snow But last night I cleared this all out, so this morning at least they'll be able to get some corn mash. Hello, Fang. Hi, good boy. Look at that, how easy that is. I'm so grateful that this hardly ever freezes. Okay, we're ready to turn this into mash. Then we just use like a stick or something to stir it. Nothing real fancy. Okay, their water is ready. They have their grain. They have their special mash. They've been talking to me for quite a while, telling me to let them out. Oh, and this is all frozen, of course, as well. Come on, little carabiner. You can do it. There we go. Thank you. What a good little carabiner. Almost. Okay, got it off. Oh, and this thing's stuck too. There. Okay. Come on out, birds. And then this is even frozen shut. There we go. Okay, now that the chickens are done, we can start on the barn animals. Hi, goats. Looks like you need more hay. And let's check your water. Their water in the barn has been doing pretty good lately. Still full and clean. That's good. So just hay. Oh, and I guess also scraping the poop off the ground too. Hello again, sleepy kitty. Are you waking up? You waking up from a good nap? Oh, big yawn. Okay. There you go. Some for everybody. Hi, pregnant mama. I have no treats this morning, but I do have scratches. You want some scratches? You want some scratches? Oh, yes. Is it okay if I scrape right where you are? You're standing right in the way, okay? I'm gonna have to have you moving a little bit, alright? We're gonna scrape. Okay, goats, now that you're good, let's move over to the rabbit colonies. I guess it is plural now, colonies, since we have the, there we go, since we have the little girls' pen. Let's do you guys first. You're always so impatient, aren't you? Move out of the way, please. Move, please. Thank you. As I've already mentioned, I was weeding the garden yesterday, so they got all the weeds, and with the weeds came the dirt, so that's why they have a little pile of dirt over here. Let's check your water. There's a bit of hair in it. And then other than that, it's like a very light little frosting of ice. And wow, oh, my hands are so cold. Once I do that, it's pretty good. Check the other side as well. Oh, same case here. That's good. Just fix your water. Let's get the poops out of the way. We don't want poops. We don't want that. Here, move, please. Thank you. There we go. That's pretty good. The water table is now nice and good. Let's move over to the hay. One little trick I found is that, like, for every day, sometimes they spill a little bit of hay, and then they'll poop, like, right next to where they spill, so I'll just scoot the spilled hay over a tiny bit to cover the poop. So then I don't have to keep bringing in fresh straw every single day, and it's only a few days whenever everywhere else besides the hay feeder gets dirty. And then the last step is to check the nest boxes. This is always a sad affair because there are never any babies. These two are empty. This one is empty. 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 The other day, Zuzu was laying down and her belly kind of looked a little bigger than usual. So maybe, I don't know, hopefully sometime soon they'll start getting pregnant again. Acrobat, who I know gets hugely pregnant each time she is pregnant, is not looking huge at all. And most of the other rabbits, it's kind of hard for me to tell, so as far as I know, no one's pregnant. But there's a possibility some rabbits are. So I'll just keep being patient and waiting until we have babies. Then not 5 minutes after I clean this up, you all poop on it again. Bunnies, you're supposed to keep it clean. Goodness. So morning chores in the colony in winter, even when it's cold outside and freezing, is very easy because they're inside a barn. Nothing gets frozen other than their waters, so it's pretty good. I don't like close this door or anything. They have nest boxes they can be in to get out of the wind, and they're already protected from the rain, so it's really simple. Now let's move on to you girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all alive. Your hay is still good. Your bedding still looks pretty okay. All that's empty is your water and the water jug. Oh yeah, it still has water in it, and the water isn't even frozen. Oh yeah, the goat water wasn't frozen. This water wasn't frozen. The colony waters, like right by the door, like the window, were frozen. So, I don't know, I guess maybe the wind blowing in froze them, but just a tiny bit. So inside the barn, so far, judging from the water freezing, is warmer than outside the barn, which I guess shouldn't be so surprising. I guess even though we have like both windows open, I would think it'd be similar temperature, but I guess it still has enough difference to not freeze the waters at all. Okay girls, you ready? This is always tricky because it's such a narrow space, and the girls are always trying to mob me, get in my way, or jump out. No jumping out. I'm so glad I added this little wire thing to block them from being able to just go out the door, because so many times they could have escaped if that wasn't there. Okay, here's your water. Fill it up till it overflows a tiny bit. There we go, you're good. And then it's looking like over here where they've been eating hay is kind of poopy, so I'll just take some straw from where they haven't been that's still really clean and move it to over here. There we go. Did I forget to lock you guys up? I'm sorry. That's dangerous. I have forgotten sometimes, and no one opens the door and they don't escape, but it's kind of scary whenever I do. There we go. Okay, so I did the Angoras. They're fully done. Chickens are fully done. Tractor bucks fully done. Goats full. Then these two colonies both really good. I guess that's everyone this morning. Thanks for joining me. I'll bring you along tonight as we do the night chores. But before we switch over to night chores, I am not used to doing chickens, as you guys already know. So I forgot to give them their scraps from the kitchen, so I'm going to do that right now. And it looks like they've already moved off to forage other things, but there we go. Here's one chicken. Want some scraps? There you go, that's good, thank you. Good evening everybody. As you can tell, it's much later in the day now. It's about 6 o'clock. We're going to be doing the evening animal chores. Then we'll be done and be able to enjoy the nice warm house for a long time until tomorrow morning when we do this all over again. Looks like their food is still full, so that's good. I've been feeding the Angoras only once a day, and they're liking that just fine. You still have food, Sylvan, but your water is completely frozen. I'll have to take these inside and thaw them out. I'll just leave these open temporarily. Let's check the chicken stuff. Looks like this is all frozen over. In preparation for tomorrow, I will just break the ice. The chickens won't be using it because they'll be in their coop all night. So it'll just be empty and waiting to be refilled tomorrow. Looks like the mash has frozen. We're probably not going to be able to break it out. I'll just leave it here. I guess they'll just have to go without corn mash until it warms back up again, because it's just going to keep freezing. And then while I am going to collect eggs later, I might as well close the chicken door now since I'm over here and thinking about it. Okay, that took some doing, but now the chickens are all locked up. Then the only other group of outside animals is the tractor, rabbits. Then we'll go to the barn animals. It's so slippery with ice that it's hard to even get a proper grip on it. Okay, let's see if this froze back up again. Oh, yep, it did. These two did not. This one kind of did. Okay, let me try blowing on this again. Did it work? Please let it work. It looks like I'm gonna have to go get hot water again. Their water is still frozen, so I need to get that thawed for them. Well, before I went all the way into the house to get hot water, I tried some cold water, and it looks like that did the trick. So that's good. We will add this to the pile of water that needs to be de-iced. Wait a minute. Looks like the ice is only on the top. Maybe I'll be able to break it. I was able to break the ice, so now I'll put it back in the tractor and then fill it up. Here, hold on. Move your head. And they still have plenty of hay, so that's good. Are you frozen so bad you aren't going back in now? Maybe some more cold water will help. Temporarily, at least. There we go. Oh, dang, look at that. That ice just formed in the few minutes I was out here. It is really cold. Okay, food, hay, all 3 latches locked, and they're good. And then before I do the goats, I'll do the colony rabbits because I brought the scraps in and I want to get rid of those first. You guys can smell them from here, can't you? You can smell it. Here I come. Watch out of the way, please. Okay, let's see how well I can do this. Woo! While holding the camera. Okay. Then let's give a tiny bit to these girls. Then the rest for everybody else. There you go. How yummy. Good job. Looks like they've pooped a lot around the hay. I'll just continue to scoot it forward a little bit. That is much cleaner, much better than the waters. Looks like while there still is ice, the ice isn't enough to like fill up the thing, so I'll be able to pour water on top. And boy, have they pooped a lot on the table since I was last out here. And some of it has like frozen to the thing, so I'll do the best I can. And this water is the same. If I break the ice, I'll probably be able to fit enough water in here for them for tonight. Before I fill up the big colony waters, I want to make sure I have enough water for the little girls. So I'll do them first, and then I'll give water to the big colony. Then I'll do a quick nest box check on all the nest boxes. Nothing, and nothing in these two either. Then the big colony is done, and all the little girls need is some hay. I'll get that for them real quick. Okay, now the little girls are done. Big colony is done. The tractor rabbits are done. The Angoras need water. Chickens need to have eggs collected. And I need to do the goats, and that's it. The goat water just has a small layer of ice on it. Excuse me. Very thin. So their water is pretty good. And it looks like their hay is good as well. And while there is some little poop on the floor, it's not that much. So I'll just scoop it up tomorrow morning. I still do have to give the goats their dewormer because it's the first week of the month. I have to do that. Stop jumping on me, guys. I know I have a bucket, but it's empty. But let me get the waters and the chicken eggs done first, and I'll do the dewormer last. I tried to save doing the waters for one of the last things because if I go into Angora waters, then the colony rabbits need their waters done. I have to go in a second time. It makes a lot of trips, so I like to have all the waters done at once. But this time, the Angoras are the only ones who need to be done, so that's good. Both Angora bowls are now unfrozen. It didn't take actually quite that long. Now to the coop to get chicken eggs. We have 24 hens and we got 6 eggs. So no bird is laying very heavily right now, but that's okay. I wouldn't want to be laying a lot of eggs in the middle of winter either. If you have been following our goat journey, you will know we have done many different things to deworm our goats. over the years. This most current thing is deworming balls. It's the same recipe we've been using for a while, but instead of feeding it in grain, we feed them in little balls. I try to make them all the same consistency. As you can tell, this one though is way too hard. This one's way too soft, but this one is perfect. And the goats really like them. One for you, one for you. The trick is to make sure that each goat only gets one though. Oh, for Tessa, just for Tessa. Oh, how yummy. And this one's so soft, it's gonna have to just be eaten like this. Okay. Oh, stay back, Tessa, stay back. Just for Penny, just for Penny. Here, let me see if I can scrape with my finger. Here, Penny. I'll just get the rest with my finger. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, that is a lot less crazy with two hands. But everyone got dewormed, so that's good. So this is the end of day 1 of the ice storm we're dealing with, and day 1 of doing animal chores. I'm planning on taking you along every day, posting a video every day as we go through this journey. Then when the ice storm ends and this little video series stops, we'll go back to the normal Monday and Wednesday posting. But for now, enjoy a little treat of every day getting a little video about doing chores during an ice storm. It'll be really crazy, huh, Keely?